Hey, 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 hey. Today I am sharing with you a flip through of the Mythographic Artist Archive. This book brings together artwork from different artists in the Mythographic series, and it is full of detailed hidden object style pages. If you love intricate coloring with little discoveries tucked inside the artwork, you may really enjoy this coloring book. There are 46 pages in this book, plus the title page, which means that there are 47 glorious pages that we have to color. The paper feels so good, and I would consider it excellent. The size of the book is 10 by 10 inches, and the print quality is nice. You will see that when I do the flip through. And also, speaking of the illustrations, they are on single sides of the paper. So you don't have to worry about messing up an illustration on the back of the illustration that you're coloring. And that's what I love about the Mythographic series. I purchased my copy from Walmart.com. This book is only available at Walmart. And do know that more than 1 million copies of the Mythographic series has been sold. So there's a lot of people who really like mythographic coloring books. And I am one of those people. I am a collector. If you want to get your own copy of this hardcover book, feel free to click the link on the screen or down below this video in the description box to get your own from Walmart.com. It is on sale for $19 and some change. Let's take a look at what's inside of this coloring book. On the back of the book, it says, unlock a breathtaking expanse of extraordinary illusion. A spell-binding showcase of advanced artistry awaits. Mythographic Color and Discover Artist Archive brings together surreal masterpieces from the beloved Mythographic series. This special edition showcases more than 45 intricate illustrations pulled from the archives of beloved artists. Explore prismatic utopias and enchanted castles by Fabiana Astonasio, labyrinthine dimensions and blossoming Animalia by Joseph Catambang, and otherworldly escapes and transfixing contraptions by Alessandra Fusi. The Artist Archive is imagination in full splendor. Cherish a collector's dream edition of astonishing art from the vault. Reimagine the most iconic mind-bending designs from renowned mythographic artists and enrich each illustration with colored pencils, gel pens, and even watercolors. It is now time to flip through this coloring book. I know that I have held you up long enough. This is a hardcover coloring book. When I open this book, the first thing that I see is this beautiful artwork on the inside of the cover and also here, the page. What you would notice about this coloring book is that these illustrations, you'll find them somewhere on the pages in this coloring book. So keep that in mind. Check out the deer. Check out this steampunky looking fish. We have jellyfish there and snowflakes and what else? Butterflies. So do know that these items you will see again. When I flip the page, I have the title page here. And this is actually the cover of the book here. And I like that I have something to reference here. But this is the beautiful cover for the title page as well, and you can color that. As I turn the page here, I have an illustration that is by Fabiana Astonasio. The thing about this book is that when you turn the page, the person who drew the illustration or the artist is listed right beside the picture here. So this is a Fabiana Astonasio picture that she drew. I am the type of person who really likes underwater scenes, and I really like this page here. We have another one here by Alessandra Fusi. When you take a look at these pages, they can be quite overwhelming, but I have a trick to these pages when I color anything in a mythographic book. And I'll let you know that as I go along in this coloring book. But this looks quite overwhelming, doesn't it? But don't let that deter you from coloring in this book. Here is another underwater scene that I really like. This is by Joseph Catambang. Honestly, I've never seen Joseph Catambane's illustrations be dark with the dark line art. I've never seen that, I guess because I don't have any of those earlier books. But this is really pretty. As again, I do like underwater scenes, and the illustrators here, and I won't be reading those again. You can probably see that for yourself here. Just know where it's located, and you will figure out, oh, this is from Fabiana Ostinasio. I really, really like this one here because you have what looks like, at first I thought this was a rhinoceros. Now the more I look at this, it looks like a turtle. But what I like about this is that you can really do these flowers so pretty. You can do them up so pretty and have you a beautiful page. It would be stunning. We have some snowflakes here. This is one of my favorite pages from Joseph Catambane. This is actually in the Aviary coloring book. One of my favorites. This looks fantasy to me because we have the little stars around here. And of course, I love coloring flowers. Do you see what I see? When you first look at this page, it can be daunting. Like it's a whole lot of stuff going on. But what I do is I don't keep staring at the page. I look off or I step away and I come back and look at it. And I see so many different things when I do that. This is a beautiful page. I love this page, but it does look like it has a lot going on, right? It seems to be fantasy to me. You have a jellyfish with a beautiful scene inside, and you see the animal there. This is a Joseph Catambane illustration. It's a lot going on, but I think that once it's colored, it would be beautiful, just stunning. Remember I showed you the balloons on the inside of the cover? This is that page. As you can see, this is not really overwhelming, is it? It's just a lot of space here. So to me, it's not overwhelming at all. But there's a lot to color inside, which could work your patience, I guess. And I think this is more beginner friendly when it comes to the Mythographic coloring books. I've seen this illustration before, but I have never bit the bullet to color it. But I do think it would be stunning once it's colored. Again, you have the flowers and you can just really go all out with your flowers to make them stand out. This one is another Joseph Catambane illustration. This is one of my favorite pages in here that I can see myself coloring. Every time I look at this, I can see the beautiful flowers being colored as well as some type of rainbow type of colors on here. I think it would be really, really nice. This is one of my favorite pages in here. This page, I really like this page. Do you see the hidden objects in here? The mask, the African mask, and that's what I see when I see this. A very strong, courageous animal. Yeah, I like this page. I have colored this page before in the aviary, and I really like this page. Again, to me, this is beginner-friendly illustration. It's not too complicated. It's straightforward. This page, I like to call it the peacock page. It's a lot going on, but when you take a look at it, you can see The peacock here. You can see, looks like icicles hanging down. You can see these two horse or unicorns, I don't know, horses that look like statues. Yeah. This, to me, it looks kind of overwhelming, but I can envision it being colored and being so beautiful. Now, this page right here is a lot going on. I know I shouldn't comment on everything, but I do like this page, and it would take a long time to color. But I think it would be, again, a pretty page once finished. This is my third favorite page in here. The reason I like it is because, of course, it's an animal, but it has the floral around it, which we can always work it up and do it up and make it look fabulous. And notice the hidden objects here. There's quite a few that jump out at me. Yeah. This is a very nice page. I love it. This is a mermaid. This is a mermaid. And you can see her tail here. Yep. And it's an underwater scene that I think is very nice. You know what I've noticed? The pages that I really like the most, the artist always ends up being Joseph Catambain. This is a Joseph Catambain page, and I actually do like it. When I first looked at it, I didn't see what I see. Now I see a lot. We have a skull here. You can see the teeth. And this little character is hanging outside of the orbital bone. Yeah. And we have the underwater vegetation. We have fish. There's a lot going on in this illustration, but I really like it. I really do. It's not my favorite, but it's one I can see myself coloring. This is a lovely illustration here. I love this queen. She's standing over, I would say, the earth or the world here. And we have some planets here, snowflakes. It looks like a winter picture. It's a nice picture there. This is a fantasy type of picture. I love the way this is drawn with the mountains inside of the cup and the deer. Remember the deer that we saw in the front of the book? It's coming out with the steam. This is a very nice page as well. I would say this is my number 4 favorite. I shared my top 3. This is my 4th favorite. And this one is not by Joseph Catambain. Underwater scene, which I like. There's a lot going on here, I must say. I like this page too. Again, it's Joseph Catambain. You can see the animals and they are embedded, or I wouldn't say embedded, but covered with floral stuff in the picture. This would be really pretty, I think, colored, very nice. I see the hidden objects there. When I first saw this picture, all I could think of was popsicles, but this is an ice cold, an ice cold illustration because you can see the icicles hanging down. And of course, there are hidden objects in this illustration as well. I like this illustration. I think it is, of course, easy to see what's going on. And I think it is a beginner-friendly illustration. Underwater scene with a clock wrapped up in the vegetation and seashells and all that underwater. I don't know what it is. I really like these types of illustrations with the animal in there, but there's a lot of flowers to color. I like these illustrations for some reason. I have this book and I remember this illustration here. That's a little strange to me, but it would be interesting to color. This is nice with the snail and the castle on top of the shell. I think this is nice. And I actually think this is beginner friendly too. You can pretty much tell what's going on here. Flowers. And you see this person or character down off in the flowers. If you love coloring flowers like I do, you can get a lot of practice doing it, making it look so nice. Now this one, there's a lot going on. And I would say it kind of is fantasy to me because you have this character with the wings. There are 4 wings here. This looks like a little butterfly person. Yeah. And you see the hidden objects. Now this page is a page that I can see myself coloring because I love that she literally has a cat and this is a fish. This is a cat fish. See the little whiskers? And mostly it's just fish. So I don't really think this is too bad when it comes to being intricate. I think this might be beginner friendly. Whew, this one, it, it, it racks my brain. Full of keys, full of branches or vines or whatever. I think I could color this, but it would take me a long time. And this page probably would be something that I would just color to relax, meaning I would work on, let's say, the butterflies first, and then I would go and do the leaves and just take my time. And that's how I color in Mythographics anyway. I color little sections. This is a peacock page. I think it's really nice. There's a peacock there and a peacock down here. Yeah. Another Joseph Catambain page. This is an owl page. You can see a little bit of steampunk stuff going on here. You have a clock there with your Roman numerals there. I like this page. This is another Joseph Catambain page. I think this is in the Labyrinth book. Yeah, this is not my favorite. I don't really like this page. Not that it's bad or anything. It's just not my cup of tea. Now here's the steampunk. And remember I told you about, you saw the insect at the beginning? Yeah. This is a neat page. This is such a unique page. There's a little castle and just a whole nother little world inside of the jellyfish. I think that is very, very nice. Yeah. And I don't think that this is too intricate. Now this one, this will kind of send your head spinning. But then once you look, you see, well, okay, this goes on to this fish. These little fins. Yeah, whatever they're called. Not my favorite though. But I can see myself coloring the page. And that is it for the flip through. Here it gives you some information about the artist, Fabiana Astanasio. She is an Italian illustrator based in Rome, Italy. Joseph Catambang is a self-taught Filipino-American illustrator based in Orange County, California. And Alessandra Fusi is an illustrator and painter based in Italy. And that is it for the flip through of this coloring book. And if you look in the back, there are more illustrations that you can easily find in the book in the pages that we have. This coloring book is best for those of you who love details. It is not ideal for quick, simple coloring sessions. If you enjoy slow, immersive coloring and searching for hidden elements like I do, this book is very satisfying. If you prefer large open spaces and fast finishes, this might feel overwhelming for you. And another thing you should know is that in the next video, I will be coloring and chatting in this book. I think it's going to be fun. That is all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. Until next time, keep calm and keep coloring. Bye.